So, folks, you might be wondering. You might actually be, wondering, wait a second. You might be looking at the title, right? And thinking, hold the phone. ACAB on the lefts. That's right, folks. Like I said, the only good cop is an ex-cop. So, let's read. Fourth police officer who responded to Capitol riot dies of suicide. Let's read. This is from the New York Post, which is a very unbiased source of information, as we all know. A Washington, D.C. police officer who responded to the deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6 took his own life last month, making him the fourth law enforcement officer who took part in the events of the day to die by his own hand. Officer Kyle De Freytag helped enforce the curfew put in place after hundreds of supporters of then-President Donald Trump breached the Capitol building in an effort to disrupt the certification of the 2020 election results. The Metropolitan Police Department MPD told WUSA. De Freytag died on July 10th. He was described as a Pennsylvania native and 5-year veteran of the D.C. force. I wonder how many protesters he illegally arrested during his 5-year stint as a part of the Washington, D.C. police force. I wonder how many innocent black kids he arrested for smoking weed in his 5-year stint. I wonder how many people he shot unnecessarily. I don't give a fuck if he was on duty during January 6th insurrection. I don't give a shit. He was a cop for 5 years. How many people's lives did he help destroy in those 5 years? Also, why are cops given... On January 6th, why are the cops given all this praise? They failed. The one time they needed to do their job, you know what they did? They failed. There were like 1 or 2 officers that did something. The rest of them failed. They lost. They're losers and suckers. So again, I don't give a shit that this guy's dead. I don't give a shit why he's dead. The only thing I can tell you, and I just want to say, is it sad that a man killed himself? Yes. That's sad. But he chose to become a cop. He wasn't drafted. He chose to dedicate his life to ruining other people's lives. And then there was a moment where he could have done something to actually maybe potentially balance out all the horrible shit that he's done in his life. And during that moment, he failed. And so, like I said, all cops are bastards. And the only good cop is an ex-cop. So I don't really give a shit about anything else that this guy has to say. I don't really care. Am I crass? Absolutely. Is this, do I, maybe should I not have done this segment? Probably. But at the end of the day, 80% of cops voted for Donald Trump. You reap what you sow. Get fucked?